Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Beautiful Wednesday morning here in Central Florida. Starting the day off at 77 degrees. Again, yes. You can feel the temperature changes in the wind and that there's some kind of weather coming. I hope their predictions or early predictions are good and they're correct. Early warnings are the best way to go. What I don't like is hype. I don't like the people trying to get folks excited for nothing. You know, what if this storm does not do what they say that it's going to do? Because we can't predict the future. I mean, we do pretty good with the weather, but we can't predict it perfectly, right? I mean, for crying out loud, they can't even get the percentage chance of rain right in Florida on a daily basis. So it would be ignorant to believe something was going to happen and you not warn people, right? You should get people prepared and let them know that, hey, there's a potential for something to come. And this very well may be a big storm, you know. But panic and getting people all in a tizzy is not beneficial to anybody. Not in the least bit beneficial to anybody. If you've been in Florida longer than a couple years, this should be a regular run-of-the-mill thing for you. You know, we make sure that our supplies are good and we're ready every year, you know, before June. You know, we make sure that everything's kept up. We cycle through the food and we cycle through the water and we make sure we keep things up and have propane and fuel on site. It's just part of being prepared, right? Some people being prepared is getting out of town, you know, making sure everything's ready to go. It just depends where you're at. Where we're at, we're inland enough and high enough, we don't have to worry about storm surge or flooding. You know, we've weathered some pretty strong storms. I mean, I've weathered multiple in 1 year, and I've weathered Cat 5, weathered multiple 3s and 1s and 2s over the last 30 years. And even when my home was destroyed and I lost everything, I'm still here. But I wasn't at the home because I knew I wasn't in a home that could handle it. The home we're in now can handle it. You know, and I have a very generous friend who says, hey, come further inland. You know, I got a spot. So if we needed to, that's our contingency plan. If you plan ahead and you prepare ahead and you think ahead, then you don't have any reason to be overly concerned because you're prepared for the worst. Now, if the worst doesn't come, that's great, but you were prepared for it anyhow. Yeah, this is how it is. My thoughts on it, we'll see how this storm goes. We're not going to make any judgment calls where we're at until noon. And we ought to have a pretty good idea of what's going on, if anything. And then, hey, hurricane party at your house. Bring the host a beer.